Hi everyone, I'm Jess, Star Director with Jamboree Nails, and this is our Got Jam team training. We are live, and we've got several people here who are really excited to get going. We're going to go over some training that we learned at conference. It was written by Belinda Ellsworth, and so we're going to go over goal setting, recruiting, and how to get yourself organized. When you're looking at goal setting, you often have 20% of people doing 80% of the work. That's not a great number. When you look at your team, you don't want to have 2 out of 10 people doing everything and 8 out of 10 people sitting there doing absolutely nothing, because that's not going to lead to team success. We really want to focus on getting people active and excited about their businesses. To do that, we have to have goals. In order to have goals, you have to have a vision. So you need to know where you're going and what you want to do. If your vision is, I want a new car, I want a family vacation, I want to pay for my kids' dance lessons, I want to buy myself a new wardrobe, whatever it is, women often don't think in, I just want to make more money. We think in things. We want tangible things that we can get, right? I want this new pair of shoes. So how do we make that vision turn into our goals? It's a fact that only about 3% of people have vision, have that dream that they can work with to make their goals happen. We want to really up that number with our team. We've got about 450 people on our team, and if only 3% of them have a vision as to where their businesses are going, what do you think is going to happen to our team? We're going to fail, right? We're going to crumble and we're going to fall. So it is absolutely huge that we work as leaders to develop our teams and to make sure that they have a vision and they have goals and that they have a plan to make that vision a reality. A lot of times we get up and we piddle around and we check our email, maybe we take a shower and have a cup of coffee, and we play with the kids, and then we say, I'm gonna just maybe catch up on my soaps, or I'm gonna go to the grocery store, and going to the grocery store turns into going to Walmart and then the shoe store and then whatever. And before you know it, what happens to your day is gone. And what just happened? That day controlled you. You did not control the day. We really want to see ourselves being able to take charge of our day and take charge of our time, and making sure that we are in control of our day and not our day in control of us. In order to figure out how to make our visions happen, we need to break that off into smaller, more manageable goals. So if our vision, we look at the year and we say, okay, my vision is to buy a new car. That's my vision. Then we need to break it into smaller pieces and say, what are my goals going to be to make my vision happen? You need to look at big goals and little goals, and we need to just keep making them smaller and smaller and smaller goals until they're these little mouse bites that we can accomplish on a day-to-day basis. So if your goal is to buy a new car, first we need to say, okay, how much does that car cost? How much are my car payments going to be? How much is my insurance going to be? What's my total money needed? And then we want to look at your goals to get there. So if you need to come up with $15,000 to buy your new car, and you want to do it in a year, let's go with $12,000 so I don't have to do so much math. You have to come up with $12,000. You need to do it in a year, so you need $1,000 a month, right? So then you need to look at, what do I need to do to make $1,000 a month? If my party average is $300, how much am I making off each party? How many parties do I need to host to make my monthly goal? And you need to really break it down into bite-sized pieces so that you know, if I skip this party or if I don't book this party, I'm not going to make my monthly goal. And what's that going to do? It's going to push your vision farther and farther out. And once that vision gets pushed out of the picture, it's probably not going to happen, right? So we really need to make sure that we are setting up our goals, setting a schedule, and making sure that we stay on track. And you can say, oh, well, I need to sell, you know, $500 this month. But if you don't have anything on your schedule saying, well, I need to do 3 parties a week or 2 parties a week, whatever it is, your day is going to control you. It's going to slip away from you before you know it, the week's over. And you say, oh, well, I'll just catch up next month. Or I'll just catch up next week. Or I'll catch up tomorrow. And tomorrow comes and that day controls you again. And pretty soon you're so far behind that you can't even see your vision anymore. You're ready to give up. You're ready to quit because you let that day control you. See, it takes just these small little tiny things to really make such a huge impact in your life. Incentive trips. That should always be a really big goal in everybody's book. Why do we want to be on incentive trips? Not because they're free, not because they're fun, but because the best of the best are going to be on those trips. And it is so important to have a mentor, to be a mentor, and to never stop learning. So when you're on these trips, you're looking at the top people in the company. You are there with them, you are learning from them, you're getting excitement from them and motivation from them. So yeah, it's a fun trip and yeah, it's a great free vacation, but what it's going to do for you in the long run is it is going to just really boost your confidence, it's going to give you direction in your business, and it's really going to take you places that you probably never imagined going before. Same with going to conference. Next year, our goal is to see 150 of our girls at conference. Between Lisa and I, we want to fill a hotel. Probably a little crazy, but that's our goal because it's so important for everybody to be together, to feed off each other's energy, and to learn from each other. I mean, there's so many things that I look at you guys and say, well, I never thought of doing my book that way. I never thought of advertising that way. Yeah, I can do other things great, but I can't think of everything. So it's so important for us as a team to learn from each other and to share information and to really learn from people in the business who are so successful and who obviously have their act together and know what they're doing. Yeah, they might not do everything our way or the right way, because there's really no right or wrong way, but they're going to do things that are going to make you go, that's a great idea. That's genius. That's brilliant. I need to do that too. And once you start implementing these things into your businesses, you're going to really see your businesses explode. Only about 25% of consultants that join in direct sales make it past their first 90 days. That's not a very good percentage. And I want you to know that Got Jam has got a much higher retention rate than that. So that's pretty awesome. And I'm really proud of my whole team and of you guys for really sticking with it, even when things get a little hard or get a little bad. And I know everybody has bad months, but I think we do a really good job of sticking with it. And you know, nobody ever gets in this business saying, oh, I'm going to start this and I think I'll just fail. Let's just go ahead and give up now. I know I'm going to fail. Nobody does that, right? Everybody joins this business to be successful, to change their lives, to reach their goals. The number one reason why people fail is a lack of follow-up from leaders that lead to feelings of rejection and abandonment. And I can definitely say that I am guilty of not following up with everybody. And it's hard. And once that day takes control of you and you say, oh, I don't have time to follow up. I don't have time to talk to 400 different people in a day. And pretty soon you're losing people because they feel, oh, well, you only care about the superstars, or you only care about, you know, your friends or this group. So it's really important that we take time for our entire downlines, whether it's a phone call, an email, but to have some sort of personal connection with them to say, I'm here for you, I'm here to support you. If you need something, let me know. How are you doing? How was that party? Just to make sure that you have a personal connection with them. A lot of people give up because people say no. Oh, no, I don't want to have a party. No, I don't like the nails. No, I don't want to sign up. They get told no a few times and they're like, it doesn't work for me. This business just doesn't work. These products don't work, so I'm just going to quit. But it's a proven fact that most people don't respond until after that fourth connection. So if somebody's told you no 3 times, if you hadn't given up and just called them back that 4th time, made that 4th connection with them, chances are you're going to start seeing a whole lot more yeses. 9 out of 10 people are going to tell you no. So how many people do you have to ask? If you want to recruit 5 people this month, how many people do you have to ask? 50. How many people are asking 50 people if they want to join their teams? I know I'm not. I might have been like in the beginning, but I'm not now. Because I'm like, oh, well, you know, I'm tired, I don't want to call, I'm busy. I will make up every excuse in the book not to pick up the phone, not to go out and do what I need to do. But when you really look at it, if you're only asking 2 people, the chances of you getting a yes is pretty slim to none. Of course it's going to happen, but it's not going to happen often. You really have to go out and just keep trying. Why do people join our teams? Why do people join downline sales?
Make more money.
Not the number one reason.
Do like the product?
It gives them hope. Hope. Hope that they can achieve something, that they can change their lives, that they can meet the needs that they have in their lives. You know, maybe their kids need new shoes. Maybe they're struggling financially and they just need an extra $100 to put food on the table. Whatever it is, it's hope. Hope for something better. And our job is to ignite that spark of interest, because interest creates hope. And that's our job. We don't want to just say, oh, hi, you should come join Jamboree Now. It's because we have a comp plan that you're going to make 30% off your sales, and we have a great team, and you can get promoted to this, and if you do this in 30 days, and you do this in 60 days, and blah, blah. And people just look at you and go, what? No, thank you. No, no. But if you look at somebody and you say, what could you do with an extra $100 a month? How would that help your family? How would that benefit you? You're making them think. You're creating interest that's giving them hope. Number one reason that people join direct sales. Almost to 15. Okay, any questions about that part before we go on to the next part? Can you stop the camera?